India has cancelled orders for 500,000 Chinese rapid test kits of COVID-19 because of quality issues and pricing. So India had imported almost 1 million kits to ramp up testing, but several Indian states claim the kits had a low accuracy rate. They say that patients who they already knew were positive tested negative. The test kits also failed quality checks by the Indian Medical Research Council. Further complicating the issue, a New Delhi court has capped the price of test kits, suggesting the Indian government had overpaid.
उन्होंने टेंडर बुलाया। टेंडर बुलाते टाइम पर जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने सेंसिटिविटी और स्पेसिफिसिटी उसके जितने भी इंटरनेशनल सर्टिफिकेशंस हैं उनको सबमिट किया, जिसके बेसिस पर L1 को टेंडर दिया जाता है। टेंडर देने के बाद जब उन्होंने सप्लाई किया तो उसके बाद जब फील्ड पर उनके बारे में कंप्लेंट आई तो ICMR ने इमीडिएटली रिएक्ट किया। आप सबकी नॉलेज में है, उसके बेसिस पर रिएक्ट करके उन्होंने उनको कैंसिल भी किया और कोई भी पेमेंट उन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को नहीं दिया गया है।
China has rejected India's claims and described the decision as unfair and irresponsible. The Chinese embassy says it's deeply concerned as Chinese authorities had validated the equipment produced by the two firms. Ishangag tells us how this could further strain relations between the two countries.
Well, to be fair, between India and China, the relationship was never exactly cordial to begin with. These two countries have always had their fair share of strain in the relationship, but now, given in this moment, it was expected that these two countries would stand up together to fight the pandemic, and we could see a bit of trustworthiness building up between these two nations. But now, with this episode, we've seen the Chinese embassy just saying earlier that it is unfair and irresponsible for certain individuals to label Chinese products as faulty, and also saying they shouldn't be looking at Chinese product with preemptive prejudice. So we are seeing that the relationship between these two countries is starting to get a little bit problematic now. When the deal was announced that China would supply these medical equipments to India, it was seen as a sign of bonhomie between the two relationships, between the two countries. And just months before that, India had also supplied some medical equipment and PPE kits to China. So there was some hope that these two countries would emerge as cooperating neighbors as the pandemic goes ahead. The diplomatic experts are saying that this does not mean that there will be a problem between the two nations per se, but we could see that there could be a bit of loss of trust between India and China when they come out of the pandemic.